welcome to this explainer. Look, we're diving straight into something called Stridewise today. And this is a practical self-coaching tool built specifically for driven, high-capacity people. If you've ever felt like your own ambition is running you into the ground, but you can't stand the idea of just giving up, this is absolutely for you.
I want you to listen to this for a second. I am not lazy. I am not unmotivated. I care deeply about what I am doing. But I cannot keep running like this. Man, does that hit home or what? If you've ever had that exact thought playing on a loop in your head, Stridewise completely validates it. Because here is the game changer. Your ambition, it is not the problem. We do not need to cure you of caring.
So, if ambition isn't the villain here, what actually is? Well, the real problem is that deeply ingrained habit we all have of acting from a place of pure pressure before ever stopping to check our actual capacity. You know the drill. We are so conditioned to automatically push harder, to just blindly react to every single external demand thrown our way, that we totally ignore our internal limits.
And that right there is exactly why we burn out. We're running on what Stridewise calls false fuel. I'm talking about urgency, fear, guilt, the constant need to prove yourself, the endless pressure. Sure, that stuff gives you a quick burst of energy, but it is completely unsustainable. It's like trying to sprint a marathon. Stridewise is all about shifting you over to real fuel, things like purpose, clarity, actual rest, support, and direction. This is the fuel that ensures your engine can actually go the distance without breaking down.
Okay, so how do we make that shift? How do we transition from all that frantic noise to sustainable momentum? It's done through the Stridewise signal system. It's a really grounded, practical, 6-step framework. Instead of falling back on that default instinct to just grit your teeth and push harder, this sequence literally forces a highly productive pause. Let's break these 6 steps down into plain English.
Step 1 is all about the signal. Translated into normal language, it just means asking yourself, what is my system telling me right now? Before you fire off that email or jump into that next meeting, just pause and listen. Are your shoulders tense? Is your mind completely foggy? Just read the raw data your body is giving you without any judgment.
Moving on to step 2, load. This is where you ask, what is using my bandwidth? Literally, name the things consuming your mental and physical energy in this exact moment. Maybe it's the massive task sitting right in front of you. Or, hey, maybe it was a really difficult conversation you had this morning. Or even just a terrible night's sleep. It all counts as load.
Then we hit step 3. Intention. This is the big question. What actually matters? Because let's be real, when you're overwhelmed, absolutely everything feels like a 5-alarm fire. This step is about cutting through that noise. You're separating the things that are just loud from the things that are genuinely necessary in this specific situation.
Next up is step 4, capacity. Ask yourself, what do I realistically have available? Now, this requires a completely honest, non-shaming assessment of the energy and resources you possess right now. Not the capacity you had yesterday, not the capacity you wish you had, but what's actually in the tank today. That brings us to step 5, decision. Based on all that info, your signal, your load, your capacity, what choice fits? What is the cleanest, most responsible choice you can make right now to stop that endless mental looping and just get grounded?
And finally, step 6, stride. What action can I take from here? It's exactly what it sounds like. You simply choose the physical movement or action that is perfectly scaled to match the reality of your current state. No forcing, no faking.
Let's put this into a realistic scenario. Say you've got a massive, important project due, but you are completely mentally overloaded. Normally, our default response is totally binary, right? We either ruthlessly force our way through the pain, or we just throw our hands up and abandon the day entirely. But instead of either of those extremes, Stridewise helps you pause, identify that heavy load, check your actual capacity, choose the appropriate pace, and then take just one useful action.
Because here's the secret. The answer is not always push, and it is absolutely not always rest. Stridewise offers a whole menu of strides. Depending on your capacity, your wise stride might be full action, or maybe just steady action. It could be a lighter version of the task, or committing to just 5 minutes. Sometimes the right move is to clarify first, or communicate only, just to close a loop. Or yes, sometimes it is to recover before continuing.
This brings us to a really crucial distinction. Most wellness tools out there love to just tell ambitious people to slow down and do less. It's such a cliche, right? Stridewise completely flips the script.
It actually helps you learn exactly when to slow down, when to move forward, and precisely what kind of movement your unique system can actually sustain over the long haul.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, if you truly want sustainable momentum, I want you to internalize this sequence. Read the signal, name the load, check the capacity, choose the stride. Your ambition is a powerful fire, and it is absolutely yours to carry. The only question now is, what will your next stride be?